ornament there and sign it, please, because it's about the jet skis that come up here.
You know, the thing is why they changed the licensing for the things, because back in the day, a boat license is just like a card and it's got your names on it. It's got no photo or nothing. And what was happening is you weren't licensed. You could actually drive a boat. If you got pulled over, it was licensed as long as you were the same sex, and they'd have no idea.
That's why. That's when you had your first driver's license, you weren't attached to it either. You all remember that, right? Back in the day? It's a piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, driver's license. Yeah.
That's why they introduced the PWC license with the photo identification on it. So that's the license you also use to drive your boat.
So, yeah, I'll be getting that. And Brad, because Brad's thinking of getting a couple of jet skis for us all to have fun on. He said you and Lizzie can take them out during the day on the bays and that. So, yeah. He said they're light, they're easy to tow, Mum. I said, easy to tow? My car pulls a four-ton caravan, no problem. It's a V8. So putting 2 jet skis on the back won't slow my car down. Who keeps
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Harris.
Hello, Harris. Beautiful Harris. How are you, darling? What's happening?
Good. How are you girls? How's your morning?
Oh, yeah, been there, done that. I wish it had ended. No, it's all good. It's all good. This is what I hate.
Yes, I will.
1 second, please. Got another one. Look at that. These flies are killing me.
How's your day, Harris? Is it busy?
Yeah, it is. It's good.
Every time I open the door.
It's bad when it's busy, but it's good because the day goes quicker.
Yeah, I prefer
True.
There's nothing worse. I was in hospitality as a chef, and I hated waiting around when I'd finished my work, looking at that clock going, fuck, I just want to get out of here. I hated that. I love being busy. People sit there and go, oh, we're so busy, and they whinge about it. But if you weren't busy, you'd be sitting there going, Jesus Christ, I wish someone had come through the door because there's nothing to do. You can only do so much in a day.
Yeah, that's right. It's good when it's busy. Your mind stays focused.
It does. It stays focused. You've got to stay focused. Look, these dogs going in and out are doing my head in this morning. Oh, Jesus, come on, man. Every time I open the door, a fucking fly comes in. Every time there's a slightest bit of sun in this area, a fly. It's yeah, you need to stop getting under there and you need to get up over there. There's no one at the door, Jers. Oh, Jersey's constantly looking at the door for people. Like, she's not looking for people, she's looking for my son. So he's
She loves him, huh?
Oh, she adores him. The white one adores him, and she's just a nut job dog. She's a Jack Russell, and honestly, don't ever get one. Anyone that sees a Jack Russell run, they're the worst dogs. I mean, she's a loving dog. She's cute.
What, big sooks?
No, she's needy as fuck. Like, I've never had a dog so needy. And I give her boundaries, and then Brad comes here, and it's like game over for the boundaries. Like, he just comes here, and it's just like game over. Game, set, and match. While we're here, I'm just going to put their food down for the other 2 dogs. But yeah, it's a nightmare.
Is she snipped? I can't say the other word. It might get you.
Oh no, she's dyslexic. She got dyslexic since she was 3 months old. My dog's a dyslexic straight away. Oh no!
And still, she's needy, huh?
She's running over to Noop's bed now. Noop, shake your body. You've got flies on you. Noop, no, shake. Thank you. Get in now. She hates flies, right? Noop's terrified of flies, but it's her that brings them in. They land on her back.
Even though she's snipped, she's still needy, huh?
She's needy. It's in their nature. Jack Russell just sook. And do you know people go, oh, those dogs are talking, that's so cute. No, it's not. It's not cute. There's nothing cute about it. When you're hearing it 7 days a week, 365 days a year, it is not cute. And I've had her for 15 years. And every day, Lizzie will tell you, from the minute she wakes up, she's like, all day for nothing. There's nothing wrong with her. She's the best kept dog, but she drives me crazy.
Maybe it's her telling you to be quiet.
I don't say anything when I wake up, Lizzie. The minute she opens her eyes, I'm quiet. I just go around, turn the food, like I've got their food cooked and all that stuff, and I just go around and do my thing. And she just whinges. Like, she hears a car when Brad's staying with me. It's going to be a nightmare at the new house. I'm going to tell you, because Brad and I are living together again. And what she's doing now, because of all the trolls, because of all the trolls, my son wants to be in the house all the time. He doesn't want to be away from it because of the trolls. So I thank you for that. I do thank you because I love having my son here. But when he's not here, she absolutely whinges all day, every freaking day, waiting for him to come home. So if he's got a super early start in the morning, and he's got to be in there, he might stay at Darling Point for the night, and she just whinges. I wakes up last night, kept scratching at the gate and whinging, thinking he was here. And I've got to get up, walk her to his room to show her that he's not here. But yeah, it's patience, I guess, something I don't have very good at. Hang on one second, I've got another bloody fly. Let me walk past it. This is what Noopy's just brought in. Like, I just got all the flies. Hang on, it's here somewhere. It's fucking hiding. I've got it. Hang on, look at this. Chasing the fly. Welcome to Lee's Love. Got it, you little mongrel. Right, got it again. That's 3 in 2 minutes. There's a go of those. I'm over it. Just over it. Flies up here. If you're going to live on the Central Coast, be warned. The flies up here are second to none. There's like thousands. Thousands. You don't get 1 or 2 flies, that's thousands. I've constantly got machines going inside my house to stop flies. I hate it. Hate it. I've got one up there, I've got one over there.
I was going to ask you, what are measles? What are measles, Lee?
Measles? Has your kid got measles? Or
No. I was watching on the news.
Okay, measles are similar
virus.
to... Measles are similar to chicken pox. They give you a rash all over your body. Hope that your kids get them early, especially your son, because when kids in their teenage years get it, it can actually make them unable to have children in a later day because it affects their sperm. Google it, because measles affect they affect your glands. They can be very dangerous. If kids get them as teens, they can be very, very dangerous. Very dangerous indeed. And if you get them as an adult, big time dangerous. You'll have scars on you and everything. It do give you a terrible rash. I'll tell you something. My son, Bradley, was 5 years old. He just was in kindergarten when Aaron was born. And he got chicken pox at school. And Aaron was probably 5 weeks old. And I said to my son, Brad, hold your brother. He said, why? I said, I want you to give him chicken pox. And everyone said, what is wrong with you? I said, chicken pox are not dangerous. He'll have a fever. He'll get the spots, but because of the age he won't be able to scratch and cause scars on his body. So Aaron had chicken pox. They lasted 1 week. You know, he's a bit whingy and, had a little bit of a fever, nothing drastic that I would panic about. But, yeah, he was fine. But he had chicken pox very early. So when Aaron went to school at 5, he was the only one that didn't catch him because he'd already had him, because you only get him once. Same as measles, you only get him once, Like when I went to school, they gave teenage girls at 13 a rubella shot. Right now, because of the so-called mums that go, I don't want my kid having a needle with all that stuff. Let me just explain to you that needle's been around for almost 70-odd years and it never hurt any of us. And I'm going to just tell you, it's important, because if your daughter gets rubella, she will be instantly unable to have children. Rubella's a horrible thing, and if she gets it, she won't be able to have kids. So you might want to, before you stop your daughter from having that, if you want to be a grandma, and you want her life to not be a mess because of your mistakes, get that needle. Everyone's supposed to get it, so get it. It's now, because so many parents are saying, I don't want my kids vaccinated, I don't want my kids this. Polio's come back. We haven't heard of polio since the early 1900s, and it's rampant right now. Kids are being diagnosed with polio. Scurvy, another thing. Scurvy was something slaves got on a boat because they didn't have enough vitamin C. Children are coming out with scabies, scurvies. These are diseases that were around in the early 1900s because parents are refusing to vaccinate them. You need to hold responsibility for your choices. Don't destroy your kids' lives for your choices because you might read some crap on Google or hear somebody say something on here. Listen, in Australia, children that have died from the school vaccinations, I'm going to show you. So stop putting up lies here and say kids are dying all over the world. They are not. That is a lie to frighten you. How many children in Australia have died in the past 2 years from their normal childhood vaccinations? Zero. Google it. Zero. Fucking zero. So those people on TikTok that I was looking at last night saying kids are dying all over Australia, they are not. They are not. They are not. There's vaccination to get your kids like polio and things like that are vital. And here's the thing. If your children aren't vaccinated, they're not allowed in any preschools anymore, and they're not going to be allowed to school. They're not going to be letting them in because they're putting other people at risk. These are all hipster vegans and other people that are thinking, oh, no, I'm not going to vaccinate my kids. If you want to be a grub, be a grub, but don't put it on your kids. Don't destroy your kids' life because you want to be, because you think, oh, you know more. I'm great, Chloe. How are you? Start Googling on YouTube things about vaccines and that, and learn from the professors, not your next door neighbour. And they're, oh, I heard this. Well, who did you hear it from? I don't know. I just heard it. No, you didn't. You made it up. I say that to people all the time. Tell me who you heard it from. Show me who you heard it from. All the time. I question people. Lizzie will tell you that. I question things that Lizzie says sometimes. My vet. I go, that's one vet. Show me 4 vets that agree with that. You know, we have conversations all the time. I don't listen to one person ever. I go to the source. Then I go to the professors and I study different professors with the same opinions or different opinions, and I make then somewhere between my own opinion, you know, whether it's safe or not. If there is a controversy and there's a whole lot of professors saying don't do it, then yep. Even if there's one professor saying don't do it. But right now, all over America, England and Australia, we're getting a lot of kids come up with polio. You know that polio cripples them, right? You know that when they get polio, they can't use their legs. They become special need for the rest of their life. So before you say no to a vaccine that's vital, please do your homework. It's important for your kids' safety and for your safety and other kids around you. Or living.
Is polio just for kids, or anyone can get it?
No, you would have had yours when you were young, honey. Were you born here, Harris?
No, I was born in Bosnia.
You should have still had it. Polio's all around the world. But no, you won't get it. It's a disease that happens in childhood. And it is a disease they can't fix once you've got. You know, polio is a shocking disease, and it is. It is very unfair. It's only making. It's very unfair. People are putting their paranoias onto the kids, and we're getting a sook nation we are rampant with children with special needs problems right now because people are refusing to have tests done after the age of 35 to check if your child has got defects and things like that. I had it done with Aaron. I was young, but because I had problems in our family, I decided, because the gene pool was so low, I said, I want him tested. And my husband's family had problems, so I said, I want him tested. So I had all that. I had all the needle go through my stomach and they take the amniotic fluid out. And it is a little risk. It's not a huge risk, it's a tiny risk that you may miscarry. But they do it when you're very early stages of pregnancy, at 3 months. Yep, it's a small risk, but it's a big risk when you don't have it and they come out and you've got that whole life of yours is just completely torn apart, ripped, your whole family's life, because you now have to deal with it. And the child's life's not a happy life. In most cases, the retardation and that in children from those defects are not just Down syndrome, which is they have a good life. If they've got Down syndrome, that's the lucky part. But if they, and I don't mean that saying every kid needs it, but if that happened, that's the easy part of life compared to the other defects it has. So get checked. I'm seeing a lot of women in their 40s now having kids and not getting checked. My daughter-in-law had a kid. She didn't get checked. And I said, what a stupid thing to do. She's Slovakian. I said, what a stupid thing to do. You're 40. That child could have come out with all those defects. What sort of a life would it have had, or you? And I can't move forward from that shit. You know, and you can't put that shit on the system because the system doesn't take care of them. I know people that work in that system. Jenny Purdy. She was one of the good ones that worked in that system. But she used to come home with stories that used to horrify me, how those kids were getting treated. They were put in those homes. Because see, what happens is they look after them while they're children. And the minute they get to about 14, 15 and they can't handle them, they can't lift them, they put them into those hospices, and it's very hard. They're full. They're full, you know? They are full. So you need to take accountable. I say that they should be like America. When you get married in America, you have to do a blood test to see that you are compatible genes. And it's important to do that. So if you're not compatible genes, you're going to have problems. And there's many problems with children right now. And I think that they should bring that law in, because you have to have a driver's license to drive a car, but anyone can have a child. That's not right. Not right. Fucking not right at all, actually. Hello, darling. How are you, Lindy Lou? But, we've got to start to be accountable for what we do to our kids, because it's our fault. It's not the kids' fault. They didn't ask to be brought into the world. Not their fault at all. That's it. Second. Jesus. Sorry. Just trying to get my dogs their food out, so just bear with me, please, everyone. So they're having turkey for breakfast, and I've made turkey and chicken. That's what they're having. Turkey and chicken mince. Low fat, very lean. I got from the butchers. It's good. Get organic stuff if you can afford for your dog. Sometimes, people say that they give their dogs dog food because that's all they can afford. Can I just tell you it's cheaper to feed them chicken? You might want to Google that. It's actually cheaper. Works out about $2 a meal. And those tins of Dine and all those foods that you're feeding them that come from China, and they do come from China, they're probably eating their own species. Those foods are bad for your dogs, and you're going to end up with vet bill after vet bill after vet bill. Allergies, urinary tract infections, cancer of the bowels and things that dogs are getting. If you say they're your children, treat them like your children. That's what I say. Don't say your dogs are like your children if you don't treat them like your children. If you're feeding them dog food, they're not like your children. Would you feed your kids meat out of a tin? They say the golden rule to an animal is don't give them what you wouldn't eat yourself. So I give my dogs the best start they can. And they give me hell. That's the funny part. You've got to give your dogs the best beginnings, the healthiest beginnings, same as your kids. I tell you this, when you say that I'm mistreating my dogs, be very careful what you say, and I'll tell you why. Because I cook for my dogs every day. I give them good food, everything. You feed your dogs $2 stuff from Aldi in a tin in Tracy Brotherston, $2 stuff from Aldi, and you'll buy yourself cigarettes knowing you've got lung cancer. So you do a lot of stupid shit and then they go at other people. Don't have a go at other people when you're doing the wrong thing, because it makes you look foolish. You don't look like a hero, but you want to get him in the trolls. Yeah, I get it. You've got to be best friends with someone. Maybe if you're a nice person, you would have that problem. You have lots of friends. Lots. All you had to do was to say to Lizzie, I'm sorry if I treated you bad, Lizzie. I didn't mean to, but you couldn't say that. You preferred to hammer us. Like that. I even warm my dog food up, so I'm just putting it in the microwave behind me, so just to warm it up, because I like to have it a little bit warm for them. Because dogs don't naturally eat cold food in the wild; they like it warm. So, and it's just is what it is. Cold out of the fridge, and a bit uncomfortable. Okay, it's jerseys. Now I'll do newts. I like to give my dogs healthy starts, It's good for them. It's good for their bowels, good for their bladder, good for everything. And it's good for me in the pocket because I don't have to do too many vet bills. I'm doing them now because they're old. But, Jersey has never ever been on any form of steroids or that for arthritis or anything. Because of the foods and that, I keep her weight down. I do everything right for her. I massage her legs and do all that. She hates it, but I do it. She hates her legs being touched. I measured Poolie yesterday in case we've got to get him wheels. How much do you think those wheels come at a cost to be custom made because he's such a tiny dog and he's got to have very lightweight ones? Yeah, $1,800. They come at a huge cost. Here. So my son has said wait because of his grade 5 heart murmur. He said otherwise you're going to get stuck. They'll probably, because they take 6 weeks to arrive. He said they take 6 weeks to arrive. What if he's not here in 6 weeks? Then that's another 2 grand of blame. Jersey, Jers, come on, get up. Hey. But yeah, you got to weigh up the fucking differences, and you can't get any money back on any insurance for that, especially Cooley. He's 24, so I don't have any insurance on him. He came to me and he was over 9, so I could never insure him. So his bills have come in at tens and tens of thousands. Sit down, bud. There you go. There you go. Mummy's here. So yeah, you've got to weigh up the costs with animals. When you get an animal... What happened, Lizzie? Come up, McLiz. I didn't even see you disappear. What are you running away from this morning?
I had to step down and do something. Listen, I heard you about Tracy. I don't want Tracy's apology. I will never accept an apology, and I don't want her around me, and I don't want to have her involved or have anything to do with me.
I won't let her in. She had chances. That's my point. I wasn't telling her to make an apology. I said that's what she should have done in the beginning. I don't want anything to do with the woman. Her own kids don't want anything to do with her, but that's on her.
You do know, though, hun, I'm the type of person that I wouldn't have accepted her apology in the first place.
I know that. I do, because you're very stubborn. McLizzie's stubborn as fuck. She is. She's my McLizzie. You know how you have a cheese...
You get one chance, that's it.
You have a McWhopper and cheeseburger and all that, whatever they call them. That's why I call her McLizzie, because she's my little hamburger. She's my go-to cheeseburger. I love her. I love you, Liz. You're my girl. You're my girl, you know that. But she's stubborn, I'm stubborn, we're all stubborn. I think everyone's stubborn in a bit of a way. I think we all become stubborn. But hey, on that note, guys, I've been up here a while. It's 11:26. I've got to get down. I've got to get shit done around my house. I'm not doing it sitting here. So I want to get up, have a shower and start smashing this house out. It's going to be a horrendously hot day today, which I'm already feeling. I've got two bloody air conditioners on. Let me just check if that's on high in this back room. You people actually, unless I'm going to say this, you people actually think I'm getting out of here because I'm kicked out of here. Are you taking the piss? Bring up GRC, that so-called real estate. Are you taking the piss? This house is collapsing. The floors are cracking, like all the way through. I can put a knife from one side of the floor and it goes right through the bottom of the house. I have more spiders and snakes here than I've ever seen in any National Geographic show. I hate it here. You think that view's why I would stay here? You are joking. I can get that view anywhere. I'm leaving because I have a better property in a better area, a more capable property for me to take care of because I don't want to have all this room when I'm here by myself. And
You'll always see my view.
That's right. And I'm always away from my kids and my friend, not my kid, my friends, not my family, my friends. And I don't want to be here. That's why I'm leaving. So my choice, not theirs. So get that through your head. And I dare you to ring GRC now. They won't say shit to you. They'll hang the phone up. They'll hang the phone up because they've been served and we're taking them to court for lying about someone they've never met. And it's a woman and a man that I've never met. So ring them. Get another recording. I dare you. Please put it on your WhatsApps or whatever. I dare you. Because you need to know that there's over 900 people on your sites. There are my followers. And they're watching you. Everything you do, every single thing you say gets sent to me. Thousands, tens of thousands of hours I've got for fucking shit on the site. Takes the coppers 2 hours every time they come here for me to show them shit on one person. When I start showing shit on 3 people, they're like, yeah, no, we believe you. Bye. So there's no report on me. There's no police coming. There's no charges coming. Nice try, but because I did nothing wrong. You all came at me. I've never met you, so remember that. On that note, hug a human, love everyone. Okay, Kazza, I don't know anyone in Melbourne. I'm in Sydney, honey. I have no idea who you would call in Melbourne. In Sydney, you'd call Tyrrells or someone like that, someone good. But I shouldn't know that, eh? I wouldn't know that if I wasn't in the construction industry. Fuck. Anyway, but yeah, when we do inspections, we get Tyrrells. They're really big, they're huge, and they're pretty good. But I don't know who you call in Melbourne, honey. I've got no idea. I wouldn't even know where the nearest... I don't go to Melbourne, you know. My son does occasionally, but I don't. And the only time I go to Melbourne is when my son and I fly in for one night. We stay at the Crown and we go to the Flower Drum restaurant. That's the only time I go there. I don't visit people. I don't see people. That's it. The only person I'd visit in Melbourne would be Bam Bam. But that's it. Everyone else, no. I don't go there for social events. I go there only to go to the Flower Drum when I want something. If I crave, you know what? I might go there in the next fucking couple of months. I'll go down to the Flower Drum. I like to go around winter because I hate the fucking weather in Melbourne. But at least if I go in winter, I can take my fur coats and stuff. But we always stay at the Crown. We go to the Greek pastry restaurant downstairs, and I come back with boxes of Greek pastries. I love it. I love it. If you haven't been there, in the Greek restaurant downstairs, they do beautiful seafood and beautiful Greek pastries. So on that note, I'm going to click out. Everyone have a beautiful day. Once again, thank you,
Good
Charles.
morning, everybody.
Once again, Charles, thank you for failing on your half-cast attempt. All right?
Have a lovely day. See you later, guys.
Everyone, you too, Harris. You too, Harris. Hug your kids for me, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye, everyone.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.